Hi, my name's Sally. Thank you for joining me, and today we're just going to go through just a basic yoga routine that you can do any time of the day or any time of the night. Whenever you're feeling a little bit tight in the body, this will just give you a nice stretch through. So we're just going to start by in our seated position. And sometimes people find this really uncomfortable, so you can use a block or a blanket if this is better for you, and you just slip that behind underneath the bottom, and that will just raise the hips and allow you to feel a little bit more relaxed in this position. So we're just going to allow ourselves to come to the mat, so just gently closing the eyes and start to focus on the breath. So as you inhale, just noticing the chest, rib cage, belly rising. And as you exhale, belly, rib cage falling. So each inhale just growing tall through the body. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders down. Next inhale, growing tall. Next exhale, releasing any tension. Next inhale, growing tall through the spine. And this time, as you exhale, let go of any thoughts and distractions in the mind, and just bringing yourself to this present moment. So just opening the eyes and just checking that you're grounding into the bottom bones, lengthening through the spine, and just allowing that heart to come forwards, shoulders down. And we'll just start by stretching through the neck. So as you exhale, we're going to bring the chin to the chest, allowing the head to become heavy. And we're going to do a full head circle. So as you inhale, we're going to take that right ear to right shoulder. Slowly bringing our focus upwards, looking up to the sky. As you exhale, left ear to left shoulder, and very gently coming forwards. And again, just allowing the head to hang heavy. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed down. And then we're going to go the other way. So inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Slowly bringing your focus upwards. Exhale, right to right shoulder, and then very gently coming back to center. So let's lift the head up. We're going to start to warm up the upper body. So bringing arms out to the side, lifting through that waist, and as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands close together and make a beautiful C shape in the back. Allow the head to come down, so we're stretching through the upper back. And then on your next inhale, we're going to take the arms around the back, bringing the chest forward, so fingertips coming close as possible. So we're going to flow a couple of times. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, so bringing the heart forwards. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And this time we're going to link the hands around the back, so holding your hands around the back, encourage that chest forwards a little more. Again, really lifting out the waist, and as you exhale, very gently tipping forwards and just encouraging the arms upwards. So you can allow the head to relax and just go as far as good for you. It's really good for tight shoulders. Make sure you're still sitting nicely on your base. Then inhale all the way up. Well done. And maybe you'll just need a little shoulder roll just to release through. And then we're going to change legs the other way round. I like to keep balanced through the body. And we're going to start to work the waist. So just remembering on those bottom bones, sitting tall, shoulders back, fingertips just touching the mat. And we're going to inhale our right arm up. So remember, this is a side bend, so you want to keep nicely to the side. You can bring your focus up, and as you exhale, rotate round. So really reaching, it's lovely on the lower back. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, rotate round. So again, just flowing through, working with your own breath. Inhaling, lifting from the waist, creating space. Exhale, rotate round. And we'll do one more. Inhale, up, lifting from the waist. Exhale, rotate round. Good work. So just give yourself another little shoulder roll. And then we're going to come onto our hands and knees, coming into tabletop position. So the basic position for this is you kind of make sure the knees are in line with the hips. You want those wrists in line with the shoulders, and just bringing the fronts of the elbows forwards, grounding the hands. Just make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders. You want to really push into the earth and bring yourself up. So drawing navel to spine, and we're just going to come into a little cat-cow. So as you exhale again, chin to chest, tailbone down, lifting the back high. Keep drawing the navel to the spine. And then when you're ready, inhale, and we're going to bring the tailbone head up. Allow the belly to soften down and bring the chest forwards. So we'll do a couple more. Exhale, round. Lifting that back, grounding the hands. Inhale, cow. So again, just lifting head and tailbone high, allowing the belly to sink down. Last one. Exhale, round. Inhale, head and tailbone high. Well done. So it's just a nice warm up for the torso. So we're going to come into puppy now. So we're going to lengthen the arms in front and just encourage the chest and the chin to the floor. So we keep the tailbone high. And as you inhale, you'll notice a little raise coming into the body. As you exhale, release down, let go. So we'll do one more. Inhale, little rise. Exhale, release. And from here, we're going to slowly allow the hips to push us forwards. We're going to bring the belly to the floor. Just allow the legs and the buttocks to relax. We're going to bring the hands just under the shoulders. We want to keep the elbows nice and close, and we're going to come into cobra pose. So as we inhale, allow the back to lift you to start. So we're working the back, strengthening through, and then you can gently just push into the hands and allow yourself to come up as high as you like, just listening to your own body. Again, releasing the buttocks and the legs, just bringing that chest forwards and melting the shoulders down. So from here, we're going to exhale, release. Slowly and controlled, coming down. I'm going to do two more. Inhale, up. So remember, allow the back to work for you. And then use the hands at the last moment. Exhale, release. And one more, big inhale, lifting, rising, feeling that back working for you. Exhale, release down. So from here, placing your hands in front and just resting your head onto your forearms. We're going to do some leg raises, which is really good for the glutes and also the lower back. I'm just going to keep my head off so you can hear me. So from here, we're going to inhale both legs up. Exhale, release down. Don't worry if your legs won't come up very high. Eventually this will change. So we're going to do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, release. So we're going to come into locust pose. So we're going to bring the arms around the back, palms facing up. Again, using the back to lift the chest off the floor. And we're going to lift the legs as well. So really good for the back, really squeezing the shoulder blades down and just bringing your focus forwards, or you can just look down at the ground, whichever you prefer. So holding there. Notice how the breathing changes. It gets us to work the backs of the lungs. So one more breath. Then slowly placing the hands to the floor, allow the legs to come down. And we're going to push back into child's pose. So we're just counteracting the work in the back. We're bringing our buttocks to our heels and just lengthening the arms in front. This is a beautiful nurturing pose and it just calms the energy. So take one more breath here. And then we're going to slowly come back onto our hands and knees. Just make sure those knees are back in line with the hips. We're going to tuck the toes under. And gently keep the knees bent, but bring the head through the arms. So we're coming into downward dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. So from here we're going to start to straighten the legs. So little bends, little straightens. Don't worry if your legs don't completely straighten. That's absolutely fine. Or if this feels a bit too much, you can just stay on your hands and knees. So once you've got those legs beautifully as straight as you can, we're going to start to do a little treading. Now what this does, it really stretches out the calves, the hamstrings. It's really good for the body. So when you're ready, we're going to come into 3-leg dog. So we're going to inhale the right leg up. We're lifting from the hips, still tucking the head in between the arms. Then from here, we're going to bring the knee foot through to the front of the mat. Now don't worry, you may need to tap and just encourage the hand to help you bring the foot through. We're going to drop the knee down, flatten the back foot. We're going to inhale both arms up, coming into crescent lunge. So again, lifting from the waist, and you want to imagine you're squeezing the legs back together, and this creates stability. So from here, we're going to slowly control the hands as they come back down. We're going to come up on that back toe. Maybe you just want to kind of do a little up and down here just to get used to the knee being off the floor. And we're going to very gently do a big step forwards into forward fold. And just release. So the upper body just hangs very heavy. Those legs are keeping you in place. Those feet are grounding into the earth. From here, we're going to place our hands onto our shins. And we're going to allow the back to straighten up and bring that focus forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades down. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands to prayer. So when you're in this position, I want you to think about the muscles in the thighs. Really switch them on. Switch on the glutes. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, open up the chest. So bringing that heart forwards, arms back, and then exhale, swan dive. So we're tipping from the hip, keeping the back long. Place the hands back onto the floor, or if you can't bend the knees, push the hips back. We're going to take right foot back, then left, lift and come back to downward dog. So just pushing the head through. You can do a little bit of movement from side to side if that feels good. If you need a little rest in between this, you can just come back onto your knees and just hold here for a moment. Keep strong in the arms. And then we're going to do the other side. So tucking the toes back in. Exhale, down dog. So again, really focus on the upper body, pushing back through. Have a little tread if you need one. So we're going to work on the left leg. We're going to inhale, left leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee foot through. And like I said, you can encourage the foot through with your hand. Soften that back knee to the floor, flatten the top of the foot. Inhale, arms up, coming into your crescent lunge. So if your back's good, you can bring a little back bend in, but you still want to focus on squeezing the thighs together. Exhale, hands down. Bring that toe back to the floor, again lifting the knee, and just focus on little lifts, getting used to that position. And then we're going to do that big step forward into forward fold. Feet roughly hip distance apart. Allow the upper body to hang. And then when you're ready, placing those hands back on the shins. Inhale, straighten legs, straighten back. Focus on your release. Inhale, hands to prayer, coming all the way up into Tadasana, mountain pose. Again, let those shoulders go. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, swan dive. Soften the knees. We're going to take left foot back, then right, coming back to down dog. Inhale into tabletop. And then just to finish, we're going to bring ourselves into child's pose, just to allow the body to feel the practice, the energy. Now you may want to stay here for a little longer in future, but I'm going to bring myself up, and you can do the same if you want to, onto your hands and knees. And we're just going to finish with Namaste. Thank you.